We begin tonight with a huge night in high school football. Classes 1A to 6A playing in state semifinal games. 4 teams left in all of those brackets. Winners are headed to Tuscaloosa for the Super 7 championships. Our crews are at the Field of Champions at Piedmont tonight. Top-ranked Bulldogs hosting number 3 Randolph County. The Tigers' only loss of the season was to Piedmont back in week 3 at home. TJ Ferris with going off for Piedmont early. You see them with those gold jerseys. They looked good, started better. Touchdown, 63 yards. TJ Ferris 7-0 early for Piedmont. A little bit later, Cardavian Myers in the quarterback keeper. The Western Kentucky verbal commitment takes it 46 yards. And then a few plays later on that drive facing 4th and 8, Myers nowhere to throw it. He tucks and runs it. This is what he does best. 32-yard touchdown run on the 4th down play. Piedmont up 14-0. A little bit later, Randolph County will get the ball deep in Piedmont territory. Looking to pass is Andrew Prestridge, but this pass is picked off by Piedmont in the back of the end zone. They would end up turning this into points as well. Piedmont took a 21-0 lead to halftime, but believe it or not, Randolph County comes away with the win. John Holder, the Pigskin Roundup host, was at the game. We are joined with him live on the phone right now from Piedmont. John, talk about the epic game and this epic comeback by the Tigers.
Well, Gerhard, quite simply, I've been doing this for close to 50 years watching high school football, and it is the best high school football game I have ever seen in my entire life tonight. It is a game that people are going to be talking about for years and years to come, a game for the ages. Piedmont up 21-0 at halftime, and they were down 13-0 the first time they played back in September, and the tables were turned on them. They had scored 41 second-half points back in September on Randolph County to win that game 41-31. Tonight, 35-7, Randolph County in the second half, outscoring Piedmont to win the game. 35-28 was the final in regulation. No overtime in this game. Gerhard, there were 3 touchdowns scored in the last 146 of this game. It's 21-21, and Piedmont drives down the field. Cardavian Myers, an 8-yard touchdown run, and the extra point was good, and it was 28-21 Piedmont with 146 to go. Randolph County comes back. Their outstanding quarterback, Brody Wortham, throws a short pass, a flare pass into the flat in front of the Piedmont bench, and Trey Terrell takes it all the way down the sideline on the Piedmont home side, 64 yards for the touchdown with about a minute and 20 seconds to go in the game. Pat Prestridge, head coach at Randolph County, with a gutsy call, elected to go for 2. The toss sweep to Aaron Knight was denied by Piedmont, and the Bulldogs looked like they were going to win it 28-27. But Randolph County comes back, and they kick an onside kick, and they get the onside kick perfectly executed right in front of the Randolph County bench. Randolph County with a 20-yard pass, a run from Aaron Knight with an roughing the passer penalty added on. Randolph County with no timeouts, down inside the Piedmont 5. The clock is running. They ran it down to the 1-yard line, and the clock's running. They get up, and they were able to spike the ball with just 4.6 seconds to go in the game, creating 4th down and goal from the 1 with the state championship berth on the line. Piedmont had 2 timeouts, elected not to call a timeout. Randolph County scores on an Aaron Knight 1-yard blast into the end zone with 1.6 seconds to go in the game. They go for 2 on the 2-point conversion, and it was Wortham with a 2-point pass to Andrew Prestridge, in the corner of the end zone to make it 35-28. After the short kick, Piedmont threw a Hail Mary pass. Cardavian Myers was intercepted on the last play of the game, and Randolph County comes away with an improbable, unbelievable 35-28 win. Piedmont's run of 2 consecutive state championships in tonight at the Field of Champions in Piedmont as Randolph County rose Gerhard to the Class 3A state championship game Thursday morning at 11 at Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa.
Unbelievable stuff, John. You called it one of the best games you've ever seen. That is high praise coming from a man that has worked the last 300-plus high school football Friday nights. John, thank you so much for your insight tonight over at the Field of Champions at Piedmont. Let's take a look at the scoreboard tonight. Piedmont does get the loss, the first loss in the last 2 years in playoff action. Randolph County is headed to Tuscaloosa. They'll take on Hillcrest Evergreen, who knocked off Clark County 20-14. Meanwhile, in Class 1A action or 4A action, Sacs loses at Fayette County 34-7. And so Fayette County will go on to take on UMS Wright in the Class 4A state championship game. In Class 1A, Sweetwater with the win over Wadley, 27-21. So Wadley going home as well. Pickens County will be Sweetwater's opponent in Tuscaloosa with their win over South Lamar tonight. In Class 5A, Briarwood with a comeback win over St. Clair County, 37-33. St. Paul's 20-19 over Demopolis. Leroy and Lynette will meet in the 2A final, and Wetumpka has punched their ticket in to the Class 6A final.